Hello beautiful internet family, Dan here from DansTube.TV, and today I'm checking out the Hydragun. This is a massage gun that's designed to change the way that you think about recovery, whether that's after an injury, whether that's after a strenuous exercise, some crazy workout you've done at the gym, you've pushed yourself, you're really sore, you need to relax, you need to recover. The Hydragun could be the solution to all of your pain problems and recovery needs. The Hydragun is targeting people who want to think about recovery in a different way. It's a massage gun that really simplifies the process of recovery. So the box itself is minimal, it's clean. I love that logo on top. You got the name Hydragun, and then you've got the future of recovery on this side. And then as you slide open the box, you get this nice hard case that just says Hydragun, and it's got kind of like a honeycomb design to it. Really love that design. And then as you pull the case out, that's where the magic starts to happen. It's a nice simple case. As you can see, it's a hard case. It's definitely gonna protect the gun and all the accessories inside. You got a little handle there so you can carry it to the gym or carry it to wherever you're going. Really easy, smart, and well thought out. It's a simple case with everything crammed inside, nicely packed, and there's a ton of options inside here. There's so many different heads to choose from to attach to the gun, which I was quite impressed by. So now as we open it, you will see we've got this, which is very cool, DansTube.TV. You got the booklet in there, again, nice and simple. I love that just minimal logo on the front there. A nice detailed book that explains what, how to charge it, what each piece does. It explains like what each head does and what it's for, and the relevance of each piece separately, because they all serve a different purpose and they all have a different reason behind why you would use them for different recovery, for different muscles. Even some of them are designed so that you can leave your clothes on, for example. Like this one will penetrate through your clothes and it doesn't kind of get caught up, where this one, I actually found that this one will kind of get caught on the clothes because of the material that's been used. So this one's a lot better when you remove your clothes. This one works really on anything, and this is like my go-to attachment piece. I've got the charger here. I've got different attachment pieces for different countries. And then here's the main piece. Looks like a hairdryer, but it's not. It's a massage gun. It's actually quite heavy. Like when you hold it, you're like, okay, this has got a bit of weight to it. But amazingly enough, when you power it on and the motion from it starts up, it actually kind of decreases the weight. That sounds weird, I know, but when it starts going, for some reason it feels lighter. I don't know what that's about. I'm sure there's some scientific reason behind that, or maybe it's like a placebo effect or some sort of, I don't know, something going on where I think that it's lighter because it's moving, but I definitely noticed that. Like when I first held it, I was like, oh, this is actually gonna be way too heavy for like long use. But I found that after using it for an extended period of time, it doesn't hurt my arm. Like it doesn't feel heavy when I start using it, which I love. It's a really nice build quality. It's solid, it really is solid. And the materials are fantastic, like it's heavy, it feels heavy duty, like you can drop it and you're not gonna have any issues with it. But then the actual grip itself is soft, but it's grippy. Like it's a really nice material. It's like a plastic coating around a metal body. And to actually attach the attachment pieces is like the easiest thing in the world. Pick it up, put it here, push it in. That's it, it's ready to go. It's that simple. And then to actually use the system is even easier again. It's a power button on the back, press and hold until the light comes on. And then from there, press it once and it starts going. That simple. Press it again, speeds it up, again, 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 and again. That's max speed right there. Oh, a little too much. So it really is that simple. And then from there, if I want to change out the attachment pieces, pull it out like that, put the next one in, and we're ready to go with a different attachment piece. Again, like I said at the beginning, they've all got different reasons for their use. And that's what's really useful about this. Like this one, for example, it's kind of got like a pronged design, and this works really well on your shoulders. For me, I've been really targeting like muscles that I've been working at the gym. So for example, Like if I've worked out my triceps and my arms, for example, I'll literally just kind of have my arm like that, and I'll just use it in this motion along my tricep. You know, one thing I've noticed is you've just got to be aware almost of the structure of your body, because straight when it hits bone unintentionally, it just bounces off the bone and can hurt a fair bit. So you just need to be really aware that you're just trying to target the muscle here. You want to avoid your bone. I know it sounds like an obvious one, but I was surprised with how many bones I had in my body. You know, as I'm working through different parts of my body after a workout, it would maybe hit a bone, for example, and it would bounce. Like there, it's kind of bouncing a bit. So I'm aware that I need to move it a bit further up to where the muscle is. And honestly, like the recovery this thing can grant you is phenomenal. The one thing that is really tricky, I would say, for people, like if you're a single person, if you don't have anyone at home who can help you out, it's hard to get to your back. Like I can do my shoulders, I can do my lower back, but if you want like a little bit higher, your arm's in kind of a weird, awkward motion. And I think that's just the way it is. Like, you know, it's clearly designed that someone else is going to be working your back for you. And if you're doing it for yourself, you know, you can do your legs on your own, that's easy. You can do your shoulders, you can do your arms, and you can do lower back. You can do, like I said, your shoulders and kind of upper back as well. But, you know, when you're holding it like this, it's not the most comfortable position in the world. Now, I don't know how you could counter that. Maybe there could be some sort of like tripod attachment here, so you could actually mount it and then kind of lean onto it, or maybe you rest it up against your couch so that it's hitting the point that you want it to hit. But it's ideal when you've got someone else doing it for you. That's like the most amazing thing in the world. But you know, for the most part, you can get it to work on almost any muscle group you want it to on your own, and it really does a phenomenal job of targeting those areas that you want to recover. As you've seen, there are different intensities. Now it goes up to like a level 6, which is this. And when you go past that point, it will slow down and it will stop, but it will still be powered on. So if I want to initiate it again, press it again, I've got it in level 1. If I press and hold, it will power down the system straight away. And I think for me, so far, level 1 and level 2 have been great. Level 2 really does target and penetrate the area that I really want to recover. But anything past that point at the moment, for me anyway, is a little bit too much. You know, like I kind of get a little bit itchy because it's targeting it, it's bouncing so much that it almost becomes like itchy in that area. You know, when you've had like a spa bath and the jets are targeting that part of your back, it gets itchy. Like, please tell me in the comments below that you've had a similar experience. I definitely know that's a thing. I've spoken to people who've had it before. But yeah, I think for me, that level 1 and level 2 is that perfect point where it's targeting, it's doing the job, but it's not so intense that I'm kind of over it within a short period of time. Like I can leave it on level 1 and level 2 for an extended period of time, and it really does make the world of difference. Like after a big tricep workout the other day, I literally just sat at home, had it on level 1. I just kind of targeted it for a while. You know, I kept doing that, moving around, and then I targeted my other tricep. And then after doing it for a while, to the point that I was kind of like, okay, you know, I can definitely feel it's recovering, I would then put it up to level 2, you know, to go a little bit harder and to really get deep into the tissue there, into the muscle. It made the world of difference. It really did. Like I genuinely felt a lot better. Oh, that's level 3. I genuinely felt a lot better after targeting it for, you know, 15 minutes. And I find it's fantastic on legs as well. I find it really does a great job. It's a little tricky, I found, with shoulders. Again, back to that whole idea of trying not to hit your bone, for example. So like, let me just twist this one. So like this one, for example, you want to get it like nice and deep into your neck here. And I find that if I go a little bit further to my shoulder, it will hit the bone, and it's just, yeah, it's not pleasant. So you've got to really be aware of your body and target the muscles, which I probably sound really weird saying that. I'm sure, you know, a lot of people have had a similar experience where they've never had a massage gun before, and it's just being aware of where the muscles are. And I think just, you know, trying to avoid the bone and really finding those sweet spots where you need that recovery. I also find that, you know, even up through the neck here, that is like amazing. That almost sends tingles up your spine and to your brain. It's like, yeah, it's phenomenal. It feels really good. But you know, you've got to obviously be careful to make sure that you're not hurting yourself here. And that's why I think level 1 and 2 is a nice beginning point, just to get used to where you need to target, like what muscles you need to get into, and also how much you can handle as well. Because like I said, level 1 and 2 are great, but anything past that point, and I feel like it's a little too much for me in my early stages. I'm sure other people out there can handle it, but it's nice that you've got those different stages that you can kind of go through and progress and get used to the intensity that the Hydragun has to offer. Because level 6 is quite intense. If you've got some like serious injury and you need some recovery fast, like that level 6 is going to target it, it's going to stimulate and help your muscle recover for sure. The other thing that's really weird is after working that side of my neck, I feel like almost lighter on this side, and this side feels like I haven't targeted at all. It feels really weird. It's like almost my head is leaning too much. That's crazy to feel. It actually feels really odd, but that's because I haven't targeted the other side, you know? Like if you go straight onto the other side now, I'll have that same kind of sensation, which is, yeah, this one actually, it does really help. It actually is relaxing for me, like relieves a lot of tension I find when I kind of target this part of my neck. And yeah, like, you know, shoulders and neck here, it's really, really nice. I do like that. Probably one of my favorite things to do here. And then like I was saying before, you know, legs as well. I find myself again, like either going to this one or this one here. I find that this plastic head seems to be my go-to one, but you do have ones like this, which is more of like a bullet design, I guess you could call it. And it's like deep penetration. Like you can see that this would hit like a point and it would actually really deeply hit the muscle that you're trying to hit. Similar to this one, but it's obviously dispersed over 2 points. But again, you know, you have a few options. You've got this one as well, which is again, that metal design. And you know, if you look through the booklet, it will actually explain what each head is for. In the booklet, it really does detail it in a clear, easy to follow manner. The ball design, which is this one here, it's for larger muscle groups. So glutes, quads, calves, lats, and traps. This one is great, but like I keep telling you, doesn't seem to be the best one with clothes. It works, like it's not like it doesn't work, but I do find that the flat plastic one seems to just work on any surface. No matter what clothes I'm wearing, this one works really well. You've got the fork design, which is the one that I already have in here. And this one is for deeper penetration. I guess it's designed on the fact that it's got like more pinpoint instead of like the curved or the flat. It's like a targeted pinpoint prong design. So this is on medium muscle groups. So you've got forearms, calves, and shoulders. Releases tightness with dual point targeting. That one's fantastic. I do find myself using that one probably, you know, it's like the second most common one I would use, I guess I would say. Like the flat one is the go-to, and then that fork one is probably the one I'd use almost every time I've done a shoulder workout. This is called the bullet, and this is for inner joints, feet, or for deeper penetration. So this one is great for feet. Again, it's that pinpoint target. It's just, yeah, super concentrated and fantastic to target points that you, like an inner joint, feet, or deeper penetration. Like this is a pinpoint design. I really do like this one. This one's great on feet for sure. Then we've got the two steel heads here. So more of a flat design and more of a rounded design here. So the steel heads are for harder massages, as steel heads have less give. So obviously a plastic or that ball point would have a little bit more give, where these are a bit more solid and they are not going to have as much give. So this allows you to glide over fabric when using over outerwear. So the metal ones are the ones more so designed for, you know, using it while you've got clothes on. But again, less give, so you're going to get like more of, I guess, a harder, less forgiving kind of massage, which a lot of people prefer harder massages over like a gentle massage. So these are the ones to go for if you want that like hard massage targeted with not as much give. Then you've got the flat head designs here. So this is the one I showed you before, the metal flathead one, but then you have the plastic flathead, both fantastic over clothes. And I find myself going more so towards the plastic one for whatever reason. This one seems to be, you know, my sweet spot. And this one is fantastic because it's actually for recovery on particularly sore muscles. So the larger surface area actually helps increase blood flow. I find this is the one I target all the time. I use this one pretty much consistently. It's always in the gun if I've got the gun out. And I also use that fork design as well for the shoulders. But this one just seems to be a great all-rounder. Through the book, it even explains how to use it, you know, the best way to make sure that you're using it in a safe manner, making sure that you're going to get the most out of the gun itself. But it really is foolproof. It's easy to pick up. It's a no-brainer. You know, it's like you power it on, it's got a bit of power, press the button, and it starts straight away. You really don't need to think about it too much. And you know, this pinpointed one, you can feel the difference. That's the thing that's so cool. You can literally just try all the different attachment pieces and see what different reaction you're gonna get, and you'll see which one works for you. Like, the book will explain what they're all for, but you'll definitely have a preference for which one works best for your situation. Again, it depends what you're doing at the gym. It depends what recovery you want to focus on. Maybe you've had some sort of injury and you're trying to recover. It depends, you know, maybe you've had a really full-on workout. Maybe you've gone for a massive bike ride, so you need to target your legs. Or maybe you've done a big shoulders workout, so you want to use this one and target your shoulders. It depends, but you've got all those options in there. So you've got that variety to be able to bounce between each different headpiece. And you know, you might then have sore feet one day. Maybe you've been working a lot, you've been standing a lot. You just use this one, easy as, you literally just pull it out, drop it down, slop her in, and now you've got this, a targeted bullet to go for your feet. Anyone can do this one. You don't need to have someone to do it for your feet. Like I said, the only thing I would say is it's hard to kind of target parts of your back if you're on your own. If you can ask someone to do it for you and make sure that they don't really deeply push in, make sure that they're actually listening to your needs during the massage, then this is an all-round tool that is fantastic for recovery. So anyway, guys, I would love your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. This is fantastic. It's made the world of difference to me now that I've started to get back into the gym in a big way. I do find myself really enjoying this tool, and it makes a big difference to my recovery. I actually find myself feeling a lot more relaxed. I feel the tension releases a lot quicker when I'm using this, and I find myself being able to go back to the gym and do that muscle group a lot quicker after using the recovery tool. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the Hydragun with the link in the description below, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace out, guys.